Yo, this is the I Am Rapaport Podcast, and I would consider this an emergency podcast. We just watched the Bruce Jenner, Dianne Sawyer interview, you know, and when the panda, Lulu, put it down and broke the record for the longest sexcapade between two pandas. We did an emergency podcast. We've done emergency podcasts in the past. We've talked about Bruce Jenner and the whole thing.
Yep.
And I have to say, just jumping into it, Bruce Jenner, I respect the shit out of you. You get total fucking respect. Watching that interview completely humanized you.
Yep.
It brought a lot of humanity. It brought a lot of insight into what you've been going through, into what transgender people go through. I mean, no one could imagine that you've had this for all those years. Like, I think a lot of the public thought it was just like some cross-dressing, freaky-deaky shit, but you articulated yourself in a straightforward, honest way, and it really diffused any sort of shit-talking that I had to do. You know,
we got a little bit. Go ahead.
We always got a little bit. We're gonna have shit talking, but it diffused, like, you know, and it made me think about the comments that we made in the past when we were making fun of, like, yo, where's that dick, and you should come out with your dick in a jar and all that shit. But I have to say, listen, if the I Am Rapaport podcast had an award for Man of the Year and or Transgender of the Year or Girl of the Year, because he's calling himself a she now. He's referring to the end result of his surgeries and all this. He'll be a she. So I don't know exactly what we'd give him, but we give him the I Am Rapaport Person of the Year.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're one of them. One of them.
That's fair.
How did you feel watching it? I mean, me and Gerald were corresponding during it, but my consensus is that I have to say, yo, Bruce, I respect your bravery. And one thing I don't support motherfuckers attacking these people physically, harassing them on the street, beating them up. You're a scumbag if
coward,
you do that.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit.
No doubt.
So those people that because, you know, they showed that, and I was just like, yo, man, these people have gone through enough, and then people are jumping them, and yo, people that do that, and then people that do that and videotape that shit, and people that support that kind of behavior and harassing people on the street, you fuck yourself, you.
Yeah.
You go get a pogo stick, you get on a roof somewhere, and you pogo stick off a roof, you scumbag, you. Okay? I don't support it.
Yeah,
I don't support it in any way.
None of that bullshit.
But we're talking about the transgenders and the gays and the homos. Like, we have fun, we poke fun, we talk shit. But the I Am Rapaport podcast, we are loving podcasts and accepting podcasts. But we're going to talk shit about everybody.
That's right.
As soon as I saw Gerald today, I said to him, yo, your breath stinks. I didn't even say hello to him. Didn't I say that to you when I greeted you?
Yeah.
I said, your shit stinks. He was like, oh, pardon me, son.
Yep.
So, Gerald, what did you think about Bruce Jenner's sort of coming out, explaining everything? Talk about it.
I felt it diffused a lot of stuff, as you said. But I felt good for him to finally, you know, live and articulate his truth.
Yes.
So I felt good for him, and I'm glad he came out so nobody can just, he said,
the scrutiny.
I'm a woman.
The scrutiny.
Right.
Every fucking day.
Right. So now he's out, and now you're fair game for a little bit of humor, too.
Well, what did you think? The thing that, the question that was it was asked late, because I guess that's probably the question that everybody wants to know. I don't want him to get anything wrong, but I'm pretty sure he admitted to, or you could see it at one point, he's been taking hormones to develop breasts. Okay? And there's a lot of surgery, there's a lot of shit involved. But Dianne Sawyer, at some point, they were beating around the bush about, what about that dick?
And we said that.
And we have been asking that question, what about that dick? And I think that's a question that is not disrespectful, and of course he knew that's the main question. Of course his own family's going to ask that question, and he said he's not sure what he's going to do with that dick.
Reassignment.
That's what they call it.
You have to be sure what you're going to do with that dick.
Listen, you got to be really sure because once you cut off that dick,
ain't no turning back.
This shit don't grow back. It's not like getting a bad haircut.
If you want to be a real lady, you have to have reassignment. What? You can't be pussyfooting around with this.
No pun intended.
Exactly.
But he said he wasn't sure.
Well, if you want to be a lady, that's part of it.
I know, but I don't think
he's not sure.
He also said that he is attractive to women. He's not gay. He's not attracted to men. He said straight up, and he was being honest.
Right.
He had no reason to lie. He said, I'm not attracted to men. I've never been attracted to men. He's been with beautiful women. All 3 of his wives are beautiful. He has 6 biological kids. And then those fucking Kardashians that he's taken care of. This is a great dude. This guy's a loving, very, very loving dude. Fantastic father.
Right.
But I mean, it's still, I'm not going to say it's not confusing but he answered all the questions. But the one thing that he said that I thought was interesting, or not the one thing, because there was plenty of things. The whole thing was interesting. Was he said he's asexual.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know? You don't know what does that mean?
What means you don't fuck with nobody?
But that's what I don't understand.
Male, female, what? You fuck with lions and shit?
What?
Fucking animals?
No. He said he's attracted to women. I don't understand it either.
They make up terms and shit to suit their ass.
Yeah, they start to make up terms.
They're asexual. What the fuck? What?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Well, what else did you come away? Questions, observations, concerns?
I see he done put on a dress.
Yes.
But he don't look good in the dress.
No, because he's 6'2".
Let me give you some tips on the lady. You need some enhancements.
Yeah, you got to fix your shit.
You need some Botox in your ass. Get a black ass if you want to be a lady. And you need to enhance. You got to get better tits. You got to take better hormones. Grow your hips. And get a new ass.
Right.
Because that dress, see, you're not looking like a lady. You're looking like a guy in a dress.
Right. You're looking like pretty much like if I put on a dress. Because Bruce Jenner's like, he's in shape. He's 6'2".
I got more ass than Bruce. You want to be a lady. You can't have the dress just fall down your back.
You said that you have more ass than Bruce.
Yeah, I got a big ass than that.
Yeah.
So I want you to be the best lady that you can be.
Yes. I don't know how it works. It's a lot of physical shit. See, you know what's fucking crazy? It's like all the surgeries and I'm sure like your body goes through changes and changes and changes for years. Like to put yourself through that at 65, any kind of surgeries are hard. That's the thing to me that I like. But this is how real it is. He's saying at 65, he had no choice but to do it because he didn't say he couldn't live anymore, but like he couldn't stand living the way he was living. So to be able to say, yes, I'll go through all the physical changes, like surgeries are a motherfucker, and then the psychological changes, and then have to deal with the scrutiny and your kids and answer all the questions and the fucking pointing and all that shit. This is real shit.
Yeah, I gotta give him some props because I would have died with that shit.
Yeah. You have no desire, Gerald, to become a lady. None. I'm asking you right now on a podcast. You could come out right now. Gerald Moody, G Moody. I'm going to ask you, do you have any desire to be a lady?
Fuck no.
You have none?
I came out of a lady, and that's about it.
You don't want to be one?
No. What? No, for me personally, my opinion, no. I'm good. God did the right thing.
With you?
Yeah.
All right.
I like my, I'm not reassigning anything.
You like your loaf?
I like my loaf.
Yes.
We threw
that in. Don't cut that loaf.
I like it.
But Bruce, we fuck with you. We respect you. We're going to break your balls. Yo, until you're like a bad bitch. And he even said his daughter was like, yo, be a bad bitch.
Yeah, be the best.
Be the best. You're an Olympic champion. You're a Jenner. This is a monumental moment. What you did last night will go down in history. For better, and I support that. But when you go through all the surgery and everything settles, we're going to be on you.
I want you to look like a supermodel.
I want you to look good, because if you don't, we're going to fuck with you.
Oh, hell yeah.
But more importantly than that, we want you to be happy. We celebrate you. We're going to get some trophies made up. You're going to be one of the people of the year for 2015 on the I Am Rapaport podcast.
No doubt.
This is an emergency podcast, and we are doing a contest. The contest is, what will Bruce Jenner's female name be? We're not being disrespectful. We're making light of it. We're having a contest,
Yep.
but we're doing it with respect and in good-natured humor. Bruce Jenner is changing his name, and he's coming out as a she. The contest we're doing is, you get an American Giant hoodie. The I Am Rapaport podcast is sponsored by American Giant. Champion cannot fuck with this shit, yo.
That's for sure.
Go to American-Giant.com. Check them out. You get an American Giant hoodie. You also get an American Giant pair of sweatpants and
But a soft sweat.
an American Giant t-shirt. And you also get an I Am Rapaport podcast t-shirt. You get a When the Garden Was Eaten t-shirt. And what else you get, Gerald?
Anything you could think of.
We're doing the kitchen sink contest.
Kitchen sink contest.
Who can guess what Bruce Jenner's female name would be? And Gerald, you have made your prediction. You feel confident that you know. So you're putting your bet down. We're doing this now. We might not find out for a month,
right,
but it is April of 2015 in this contest, but we're going to put this live. So that's the question. What will Bruce Jenner, we're saying this respectfully, what will your name be when you come out as a female? We respect you. We fuck with you. We also named you I Am Rapaport, one of the I Am Rapaport 2015 Person of the Year. And it's only the beginning of the year. So we fuck with you and respect you. So Gerald, put your cards down, my friend. Bree Jenner. That makes sense.
I'm going to get all that shirt, and I'm going to give it away.
Ooh.
Bree going to do it.
You're going to get a hoodie, a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, and then an I Am Rapaport podcast t-shirt, and an I Am Rap and a When the Garden Was Eaten t-shirt. And we'll even throw in a second I Am Rapaport podcast t-shirt for your best friend. So you get two. So you might need 2 XLs, you might need 2 double XLs, you might need 2 smalls, whatever. But you could pick any 2 sizes you want.
Yes.
That's good.
Awesome.
So G Moody, you got some other, you want to jump into some other shit?
Oh, you remember the hacked emails we were talking about?
Yeah,
with
the hacked
Sony?
emails.
They found out some more.
Oh, like who?
There's a show with Henry Louis Gates on PBS called Finding Your Roots.
Yeah.
And he goes back into your fucking history, right?
Yeah.
So he had Affleck. The email said...
Who? Had who?
They had Affleck as a guest.
Who the fuck is Affleck?
Ben Affleck.
The actor?
Shit, yeah.
I don't know about this. And what happened?
And the hacked emails revealed that Henry Louis Gates told PBS, we have somebody who's a superstar here that doesn't want revealed that his fucking his father or his ancestors owned slaves.
Ooh. Well,
So-
it's true. If you go into a sports arena and you fucking check the DNA of people in there, you're gonna find that most of these people own slaves.
Exactly. So
And it just like if they check the heritage of black people, they're gonna find that they were slaves.
right.
Their heritage. That's the fucking reality. We can't hide it. So he wanted to hide that.
He didn't want it
I didn't hear about this. And what happened?
And I think they held off on it.
Now, do you feel any different about Ben Affleck now?
No, I'm just saying he should just come out like that's American history. Like
That's
we were
American
talking.
history.
And not only was he a slave master, he probably was a pedophile too. But that's okay. That's history.
Yeah.
And for you
Not that it's okay to be a pedophile. You're
No.
saying that's okay that his ancestors were doing. Yeah, that's the real shit.
Right. So the fact that he didn't want that reveal makes me see you can't bullshit.
Right.
It has to come out.
It has to come
confront
out.
it.
You have to talk about it.
Right. See, if he would have just accepted that.
Right. And been like, damn, that fucked me up. And kind of owned it and been like,
right.
And articulated how it made him feel.
Exactly. See,
right.
That's how you deal with shit.
I fuck with Ben Affleck.
He's a good guy. I
like his flicks.
Yeah, he's great.
I didn't even know about this controversy. So is it a big deal?
Well, the emails, they hacked it and they found this shit out.
Oh.
You know?
Man,
but
yo.
I just, with that race shit, see shit like that.
The race shit, right? You can't, the race, you have to talk about it.
I want that hidden. Why? It would have made him look better, man.
You check the pedigree, you check the fucking background and lineage of most Caucasians in this country, they were doing that shit.
Yeah.
Now you say, what about you, Mike Rapp? My people were in Russia getting persecuted and shit. Okay? In Poland and shit. I'm Jewish. Not to say that we're fucking, totally clean, but I just don't have my hands in that. Just that. That's one thing I don't have my hands in. I got my hands in a lot of shit. I'm sure if you trace the Rapaports, we did some shit too. Or maybe we didn't. I feel like the Rapaports are kind of pretty docile people. Like DOS effects, like we're docile people. But maybe we're not. I don't know. I should check my lineage. I know, like, my mom's side. I'm not giving you the names of all my people because I don't, this Twitter and Instagram shit. I had some motherfucker on Instagram say to me the other day, I see you in your neighborhood, Rapaport, and you need to pick your shit up. And I was like,
is that true?
It's what he said.
That's word.
Because, we talked about not picking up shit. And I was
now
like,
money tried to step to you.
I was like, yo, if you see me and I don't pick my shit up, you come say something to me. Because I got the blackjack. I got the motherfucking, the buzzsaw, the zip zap, that taser, that good taser. And I got that hammer in the crib. So if you want to come to me about some dog shit, you better come correct. Come in a decent way. Because when I walk my dog, I keep the buzz stick on me. Because, I live in a fucking shit neighborhood,
You should have told this guy, listen, look here, man. This ain't New York. I said that shit happens in L.A.
Yeah.
I'm in New York. I picked the shit up.
I picked the shit up in New York. You want me to pick the shit up in L.A.? Put a garbage can on your corner. Otherwise, suck my fucking dick. I'm throwing it in the street if I pick it up. Not walking 9 blocks in the scalding hot summer picking up my shit. What else is going on, Moody?
Man.
You know what else I wanted to talk about? I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead, bro.
Because we were on the race thing. I wanted to address this. I was never called this. Of course, we have the now famous copywritten segment on this show, Wigger Please.
Right.
Where we talk about current events and we say, Wigger Please. I think that word is so pathetic, Wigger. And the Wigger term comes from Wigger. And white people will call other white people Wigger. And I said, be careful of those kinds of white people that call other white people Wigger. Because these are the kinds of white people that think if you are, let's just be associating, trying to be around, or they say you're fuck the politically correctness. They say you're trying to be black.
Yeah.
You're a Wigger.
Right.
Somebody created this term. This came after, like in my 20s. I heard this term. Like this wasn't around when I
heard that. Yeah. When we were growing up.
But it wasn't good. You just like, yo, this white boy, this white dude, this white kid, this white boy, white Mike.
Yeah.
That's me. White Mike. That's me.
Yeah.
Wigger came later on because they were like seeing like, oh, people like Michael Rapaport, he's a Wigger. People that act black.
Right.
And what I'm saying is if a white person that is calling you a Wigger or calling me a Wigger, that's the kind of white person that really, really hates blacks.
Yeah.
Because they see a white person who they deem is acting black, that's even below because to them they're like, why would you want to act like that?
Right.
Why would you want to
be
talk like that?
Associated with these people.
With the black people.
Right.
So you motherfuckers out there, anybody on Twitter, anybody who listens to the I Am Rapaport podcast that says you're a Wigger, And you're not saying Wigger within the context of the I Am Rapaport podcast show, which is Wigger, please.
Yeah, right.
You could go fuck yourself. Lose your membership, or listen, or I don't care if you listen. But just know, I know what you're thinking, you piece of shit. Okay?
Go at these motherfuckers.
I know what you're thinking. And you could suck a dick. A white one, a black one, one at a time, two at a time. Okay?
Get them.
And you're a cornball.
Right.
So what I suggest to do is go turn on some fucking Anthrax or Metallica and go fuck yourself.
That's word up.
Go turn on some fucking Coldplay and eat a dick. Now, not that everybody that listens to Anthrax or Metallica or Coldplay is saying this, but I just imagine that you're the type of EDM music listening to heavy metal fucks. Okay, so you could go suck a dick and then go cheer for a fucking your favorite African American basketball player, football player. You twisted fuck you. All right,
good one.
You know what you get? Wigger, please.
Word.
And fucking lose my number, asshole. This is the I Am Rapaport podcast, emergency podcast. We'll be right back with this. This is the I Am Rapaport podcast. We're back. Yo, more race, more craziness, more terrible shit in the world. Cop in South Carolina. Your family is from South Carolina.
Confederate flag flies over the state capitol.
Damn.
They mad. They lost the Civil War.
They're still pissed.
They wanted us in shackles.
Huh.
That's why.
But you're not.
We're not.
So fuck you.
And the brothers in the White House, can you imagine how they feel?
They hate it. So this cop in South Carolina shot and killed an unarmed black dude, white cop. He's convicted of murder. Thank goodness they convicted this motherfucker.
Not convicted, indicted, right?
Indicted, not convicted. Sorry, thanks. You knew that, and we didn't even fact check.
That's right.
You know that the I Am Rapaport podcast, we don't fact check shit.
And people love the fact that we don't do that.
Yeah, you know why? Because we're flying by the seat of our pants. It's like a tightrope act. Right now, we could fall off and say some crazy off-the-cuff wrong shit. It could happen.
That's right.
There's no computer around.
But that's life. That's how it happens in the street.
That's how it happens.
Right.
You say stupid shit.
Say stupid shit.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Right.
You said Floyd Money Mayweather retired for 2 years.
And
he
Twitter
fucking didn't. He retired for a few months, you fuck, and then he was in jail for domestic abuse.
You fact checked after?
I didn't fact check, but I know that it wasn't 2 years. I still not. Certain shit doesn't even need to be fact checked. You fuck you. But this South Carolina cop shot this guy during a routine traffic stop. The guy freaked out because he thought he was going to get arrested for child support. He may or may not have had a scuffle. With the videotape shows, it comes on after that. He may or may not have had a scuffle with the guy. But when he was shot in the back, he was running away.
Posed no threat.
No threat. Shot, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 times.
And he had the taser things in him.
And he was already tasered?
Yeah. You could see the contempt that guy had just for black people in general.
Yeah.
8 times.
The way he shot it.
Yeah,
the way he shot him.
And I blame the mother.
It was like he was shooting an animal.
Yep. I blame... No human being is born with hatred for black people. I blame the mother and the father in the household that's talking all this shit about black people this, and you as a kid hearing it. So you develop a viewpoint. And these motherfuckers didn't know one black family.
They didn't know one.
So
if you took 20 babies, all different races, colors, and you put them in a room and raised them, and they would never think twice about it. They would never think twice about it. They would ask questions like, your skin's different. But like, if you don't, they have to be learned. That's a learned behavior.
You have to hear things. You have to develop such a ill feeling towards these people where you feel that it's nothing to kill him.
And he shot him like he was like it was an animal running away. That's how he shot him. Like it was nothing.
Now check this out.
Break it down.
What if that guy wasn't there? You see, who had the video, the camera?
Oh yeah.
You know what would have happened?
Oh yeah.
You saw him take evidence like the guy was.
Yeah, he's trying to set it up.
That's par for the course. That's what they do.
He did it with he didn't look around. The thing that was so crazy, it was like he'd done it before. That South Carolina videotape of that cop, it was like he had done it before.
Right.
He shot the guy and didn't bat an eye. And then he started moving the taser and the evidence and all that shit.
Yeah.
I know it's fucking crazy being a cop, and I know you see crazy stuff, but that guy did not bat a fucking eye.
You know what? And like we said before, he knows in his subconscious mind how black people are viewed. So nobody's going to give a shit about this guy.
That's how he's acting.
Right? No, but I can say he did anything and they will believe me.
Right.
It's because of the identity. They know that. That's why. And then they don't really get indicted. So if killing a black person and you see people get off, it
ain't a big fucking deal.
It's not a big deal. So it's terrible. And South Carolina, you never know. He might not get convicted, man.
He
might not. People say he has to, but you're dealing with a black
they killed
victim.
Eric Garner in Brooklyn in Staten Island on videotape. They didn't even fucking take it to trial.
Sean Bell got 50 shots. Nobody.
Nothing.
See? So that's the history.
They're doing it now on videotape, and they're not getting convicted. If they're not on videotape, it's a wrap.
They do what he did. He did this. He attacked me.
Yeah, he attacked me.
Another person in Baltimore. 80% of his spine were severed from his neck. 80%. And they dragged him in the paddy wagon like he was a fucking... He died. This guy died.
The I Am Rapaport podcast, we don't support that shit. Okay?
We don't support none of that.
We have a stance to make because, like in this political race that's coming up, 2016, we're going to have a fucking hand in it. The I Am Rapaport podcast has influence.
That's right.
We're getting into politics. Okay? So don't fuck around with us. Don't fuck around with us, DC, your local councilmen, mayors.
We're going to come at you.
We're going to get you, you fuck. We have a hand in this political shit now.
That's right.
We have a fucking voice of, not a lot, but, shit. It's something. And we're coming hard. We're coming at you. And I know I had to get you. This is I Am Rapaport Podcast. We signing out. This is an emergency podcast. Shout out to Bruce Jenner. We got your back. No pun intended.